Hello and welcome to Prison Architect. This is a quick overview of Alpha 23 and a few points from Alpha 22, which was the major bug bashing event. Yes. Major new feature to be added in this alpha is the remote access system. This comprises of the door control system, servos and remote doors, and a few other little bits of logic, including the door timer, the logic bridge and the logic circuit, but they're all very confusing and I'll get to them and attempt to explain them in a second. So what this new remote access system means is you can add servos to any of your existing doors and then connect them to the door control system, and they will be automatically opened by anyone who doesn't have the keys, so guards will actually just open the doors instead of the servo doing it. You have to have a door control system connected to the servo. A guard is automatically assigned to a door control system. This does mean that if that guard decides to go to on a break, there will be no one to open that door. Now that becomes a problem with the remote doors, because the remote doors have no keyholes, so guards cannot accidentally open it during a riot and let hordes of angry prisoners, leave, which would be bad. But they're great for segregating off, maximum security areas. The only problem, as I said, is if a guard goes on break from their door control unit, and it just so happens that you've set up two remote doors to one console, then no one can get in because no one's on the console. So that's something to remember. You can actually connect multiple door controls to multiple servos, so if one guard's going to the toilet, the other one can open him and let him back in. Just a problem that I found, thought I'd let you know. So remote doors have to have a servo on them. It's fairly easy to set up. You just need your remote door system, which you can find in the Utilities tab, along with the CCTV monitor and the CCTV now, and all the other logicy bits, and the Connect feature. Once you've got your door control system in, it doesn't actually need to be in a security booth, although I've got mine in my little central core down here. Plop it down, and then you want a door. There is actually a door plop down here. If I grab a servo, it'll show up the door. Just place your servo on top of the door. As long as one of the green squares is touching it, it's fine. It doesn't really matter which way around it is. It could be back to front, upty-turvy, something or other. Yeah, just stick it on. And when your workforce of awesomeness eventually actually comes around and sticks it on, I can show you how to connect them up, because as you probably saw in the Utilities tab, there is a spaghetti of wires going everywhere, and it's kind of not easy to tell what's going on there at all. It's a bit of a jumble. So, anyone gonna come and put this servo in? Now that's something. If you're adding servos to single doors, make sure you stick them in open mode, because especially if it's a remote door, because if you need to open the door to let the worker install the servo, then you actually cancel having the servo installed, which can be a bit of a bugger, which is what I just did. So, servo, put it on. Right, speed time. Oh, this prison's getting pretty big. This is probably going to be one of the last times you'll see this prison in the Alpha update video, as it's just a little too big and my computer is crying because of it. Right, is there a workman coming to install my servo? No? Maybe. I don't think they're... Where are they all? Are they stuck? No? No? No, just incredibly lazy. It's not already there, is it? Nope. No, it's not there. Okay. I'll wait calmly for that to be installed. Actually, while I wait, I'll tell you about these other little logic-y bits. This is a logic circuit. If you right-click it, you can change what logic it does. So, OR gate, NOT gate, NAND gate, NOR gate, XNOR gate, which is something, equals, and stuff. Now, these can't be connected to door control systems. I believe you can connect CCTV monitors to them, but I don't think it actually does anything. They're more to be used with switches. Like actual power switches, these kind of things, which you can connect to them. So if you have two switches on, it sends a signal through. It's quite complicated. If you want to have a look at it in more detail, go check out the devs video. I'll link it below, because they kind of explain it and they try and make a computer out of it, and it's very confusing. The logic bridge enables you to send signals through the existing cables in your prison. Again, I don't know. I haven't got a clue. All I know, what is really flipping awesome, is the door timer. Now, this is the one that I really like. This one isn't powered, but when you click on it, it opens up this little menu here, and you can actually set up when you want certain doors to open. So the door timer I've got down here is connected to all of the workshop doors, and they're door servos, and it opens up during work hours, and you can individually set what time of the day you want it to open. So it's 5 o'clock. I think it's work time anyway, so they're open. If I take that off, you'll see that all those doors close. Quacham. Awesome. So, has that bit of power gone in? It hasn't, but this is all locked up and that servo is done, so we can go into utilities. To connect these things up, you just go to the connect feature. It costs you $10 per pot. Click on the door control system and click on the servo. If you press shift, it doesn't get rid of the line, so you can keep clicking on other servos. A guard can only open 2 doors per second, so if you, like, hook up an entire wing of bajillion doors, then it's going to take them a very long time to open those bajillion doors if you only have one control system. And obviously it is very staff intensive. As you can see, I've got hundreds of, well, it's not hundreds, that's exaggerating, I've got a fair few guards in the super control hub of awesomeness, looking at the security cameras and the door control systems. Now, the security system has been overhauled, involving CCTV. You now have these larger CCTV monitors which have to have 1 guard to a monitor, otherwise they just flash like that. And they can be connected up to any number of CCTV cameras, but a guard on a monitor can only be looking through 8 at a time, which is why there's kind of a Christmas light flashy thing going on. So the cameras that aren't being monitored turn off, and the ones that are come on. So it's as simple as that. If you've got an area that you only want to look at every now and then, you can connect as many cameras as you like to the CCTV monitor. But obviously if you want constant coverage, then you're going to have more CCTV monitors. That is the update to that part. Now, the contraband system has also been fiddled with a little bit. Basically, they've decided that you can literally throw it into the prison. Well, you can't, but the families of the prisoners can. Now, this system works by a 10-block radius from the edge of your prison, as long as the prisoners can actually get there. So, at the moment, my prison is kind of susceptible in this area because I was trying to get it to happen. And I've also allowed prisoners to actually enter. Oh, it's a teacher and Ed. Hi, Ed. You're looking very suspicious walking around here. You know, for all I know, he could have just picked something up. You can't actually see people throw in the stuff, because otherwise you could just sit there and watch things being chucked in your prison and easily go and search the prisoners. I am curious as to why he is running around the edge. Where's he gone? Cook. Someone search him. Let's see if we can find anything on it. That's his cell. Nope. There we go. Right. He's going to be stopped and searched. We'll see if he's got anything on him. Anyone going to come search him? No, and you. You can be searched as well. Why are you walking around the edge? This isn't an edge. This isn't a walkie area. It's probably because they're picking up contraband which has been lobbed into the prison. Now, they won't actually pick up contraband if there is a guard nearby. They'll change their mind and walk away. And they arrange the contraband pickups or drop-offs via the visitation center and the telephones when they can phone home. Now, my prison's got a bit of a problem because they keep chucking it over the front wall. Now, if you put a fence around 10 blocks away and make it staff only, then they can't get any contraband in the prison that way because they can't chuck it that far. Now, let's find some of the contraband to show you. I know for a fact there's some in here. I think these cigarettes were thrown in. Yeah, there we go. So they were thrown in at the front of the prison because the prisoners can get there. He had to go all the way around to grab them. Now, has there been any contraband found down here? Nope, because they are yet to be searched. Oh no, Cook's got searched. Nothing. Maybe they didn't grab the contraband because there was some guards around. Nope. Oh. Anything? Anything? Maybe? Maybe? Nope. No, I think we caught them too early. So that is a way of also doing it. If you don't want a big fence around, you can just stick loads of guards patrolling the outer perimeter, and that will scare the prisoners into not picking up that extra contraband. Also, contraband now comes into the prison through food and through boxes and materials for your workshops. It's all full of contraband. Now, a way to avoid this is obviously you have metal detectors as the stuff goes through, or lots of dogs, because dogs will sniff out the narcotics. The metal detectors will detect the tools and knives. And it, again, is arranged through your visitation and on the phone, and depends on what the contraband needs of your prison are. So, at the moment, I actually have no demand for weapons, which is pretty good, but people want tools to escape, and drugs, and other stuff, which is pretty bad. So, that is the new contraband smuggling feature that's been added. Another few changes. Intoxication is now a type of misconduct and is detected by guards when the prisoner is searched. So basically, if they're searched and they're found to be drunk, then it's considered to be misconduct, and you can set that in the policies. So found drugs, and you can send them off. And intoxication, there we go. Again, you can change what it wants to be. Still no death. Still no death row for, you know, I think, where is it? Killing. That should be death row. Haven't added that yet. Still waiting on it. Utilities mode now filters the display based on what you are building to give a clearer view. So if you go into utilities mode, and let's just get rid of that. Go. And you click on the connect feature, it'll show you the connect lines. If you click on electrical cable, it'll show you electrical cable. If you click on the large pipe, it'll show you all the pipes. That is pretty darn epic. Cool. Fences are no longer free. This one made me cry a little bit. So you can now no longer get hundreds of meters of fence for free. Thank you, Brain, for making that sentence so perfectly worded. Well, it's true, because, you know, in real life you couldn't just walk into a garden centre or somewhere and get a bajillion meters of fence. So, fair dues. You can now hide the to-do list with this nice little arrow. That's pretty cool, because when the to-do list is longer than the screen, it gets in the way a little bit. So you can sneak it up there. Awesome. There are also a few other bits and bobs, like sinks now need pipes, so you can't get away with that. There are also some new features that have come from the Alpha 22. I know that they've got this new foundation, so you can build a concrete building straight off instead of having to build a brick building and then change it to concrete. That's fairly awesome. And where is it? Materials, you can also clear an indoor area, and that just basically takes it back to factory settings, so to speak. Clears everything out, removes the floors, removes all objects, and just leaves it as a concrete base. And that's pretty cool. I don't know if it actually costs. That's something you'll have to find out. And yeah, hope you have enough money just in case it does cost a lot. So that is pretty much all of everything that's been added in Alpha 23. Obviously, Alpha 22 was mostly bug fixes, things like guards hanging around in holding cells, like this dude, although he's actually stationed in that holding cell, so that's why he is there. So, I hope you enjoy all of these changes. I certainly am myself. We're going to be adding them to the Prison Architect series that I've got going on my channel. So if you haven't seen that, go and have a look. It's pretty awesome. And yeah, I wish you luck in automating your prisons and seeing if you can get it down to like a few guards in a control center and actually having none roaming around the prison. But we'll see. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and favorite. And I will see you next time. Bye!